The evening sky hung low over the kingdom of Idu, brushed in streaks of deep orange and heavy grey. As the last light of day dimmed, the ground trembled under the march of thousands. Across an open field of rustling grass, warriors stood in lines, shields and spears glinting under the dying sun. At their head is King Zule, his dark skin gleaming with sweat, clad in ornate traditional battle armor and trimmed with leopard hide. He stood tall, proud, his sword pointing forward. "For Idu! For our ancestors!" His voice roared like thunder. Beside him stood Queen Ari, her regal attire fluttering in the breeze. Her coral beads shimmered, and in her eyes burned unwavering courage. Just a step ahead, Prince Izi, first son of Zu and Ari, swung his blade like a true warrior, his feet moving with the confidence of royalty. Across the field, the enemy emerged. The Kingdom of Oboni, ruthless and fierce, marched with dark painted shields and faces hardened by war. At their helm is General Ebi, a man of few words and cruel skill. He raises his axe, and surrounding them all was the presence of dark magic, swirling silently like fog, summoned by Oboni's juju priest, who whispered incantations from afar. Suddenly, the clash. Swords collided, horns blared, the earth shook under the weight of war. Amid the chaos, an arrow soared high, its tip kissed with darkness. It found Queen Ari. Time slowed, her eyes widened, her lips trembled as she staggered. "Forgive me," she whispered, falling into the arms of her son. "Mother!" Prince Izi cried, his scream tearing through the noise. But before he could shield her, another arrow struck him down. The prince fell beside his mother, lifeless, just as the golden sun vanished. Across the field, King Zule saw them. In that instant, something inside him broke. "Ah!" he roared, charging forward, slaying 3 soldiers with trembling fury. But the darkness found him too. A blade from behind pierced his ribs. Coughing blood, he staggered, yet with one final breath, he hurled his spear with deadly precision. It pierced General Ebi's chest. The enemy commander collapsed to the ground. Both armies, broken and leaderless, retreated in silence. The war, though fought with fire, ended in ash. Far away in the quiet halls of Idu's palace, a boy sits cross-legged on a woven mat. Prince Azu, just 7 years old, clutches a carved wooden toy in one hand and a sleeping leopard cub Kito curled in his lap. The silence is heavy. Then, bam! The great doors swing open. Nki, the palace messenger, storms in, her face pale. "My prince," her voice trembles. "Your mother and brother, they are gone. Your father returns, but he is gravely wounded." Azu blinks, the words not sinking in. Then his face crumbles. "No, Mama, Brother Izzy, they can't be. No!" he cries, scrambling to his feet, tears streaking his cheeks. Immediately he stood up and ran through the halls of carved stone, past servants, frozen in grief. Behind him was Nki shouting his name. "My prince! Prince Azu!" But he did not stop until he reached the outer courtyard, where wounded warriors limped through the gates. His eyes scan the crowd, desperate and in panic, but all he sees is blood, sadness, and no return. Meanwhile, in a candlelit hut, Chief Zotu, Zule's younger brother, leans back in his wooden chair, smirking, his robe fine and goblet full. "It has begun," he said to Chief Agodo, a sly man with serpent eyes. "The king is finished. The boy, he's nothing but a shadow of power. The throne will be mine." Agodo chuckles. "Shall we inform the council?" Zotu nods. "Let them mourn. I will rule." In the great throne room, the council of elders, chiefs, and guards gathers, their eyes dark with grief. Chief Oluma, the oldest of the elders, lifts his voice in sorrow. "We have lost our queen, our prince, and our king may not survive the night." Then suddenly the hall fell silent and the door creaked open. Little Prince Azu walks in, led gently by Nki. His robe was too big, his eyes swollen, and he clutched Kito like a shield. Zotu rose with a practiced sorrow. We must act, he declares. The kingdom is vulnerable. Young Azu cannot rule yet. As his only uncle, I will serve as regent until he comes of age. The elders murmur. Some protest, others stay silent, but Zotu's shadow looms long. From the back, Chief Agodo's smile curls like smoke. Then, later that night, under a blanket of stars, Azu sat alone beside a flickering lantern. Kito rests against him, eyes alert. I will make things right. I'll honor them, the boy whispers, almost to himself. Unseen in the dark beyond the ancient balcony, Zotu watches and smiles. The crown falls into shadow, and the journey of a young prince begins. What power lies in the heart of a child burdened with destiny? Only time will tell.